about what they want to do. Down to the wire, and they banned Nasus. That was a mistake. They just couldn't think of anything. Or they wanted to keep one of those picks open for themselves.
We've actually seen some Nasus in solo queue going for coin Nasus in certain matchups against the lower presence champions. It's actually been seen as a quasi-counter to the Gangplank, just farming up in lane as the Gangplank farms as well. So I'm actually thinking this is an intentional ban there from the side of Kingzone, even though it looks like a bit of a troll to most people.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. You do see that GP is picked up for Tal, so they're saving the counter here for the support role. Looks like they're not going to pick that up just yet.
The surprise there is they're giving Kingzone 2 lanes you know they're going to be comfortable with. Kingzone will be pivoting and having Ryze in a side lane. They will also have lane presence with the Camille into the Gangplank, so all-in options in 2 lanes. The thing about Korea is we love the Ryze and Camille side lane champions for the ability to, in the mid-game, really take over the side lanes and use the Realm Warp to its maximum. We still, of course, have the stopwatch escapes on the Ryze. And we're going full mid-game for Kingzone. Peanut back on the Comfort Kha'Zix.
It's a nice little drawing of Tal. I suppose that's maybe Gnar that she has drawn. I don't really know what that is. But going into the support pick, it is going to be the Alistar. You were talking about a tanky frontline, another engage here for SKT, and another very popular pick that we see all the time is this Alistar.
So lineup from SKT is the sort of lineup where Peanut, just like Cuz we saw previously, can flourish. Turret dives between the Camille and Kha'Zix make the Gangplank very vulnerable, especially before the stopwatch arms at 6 minutes into the game. Ryze also for the rotational play. Kingzone have a lot of early options. There is some outscale to SKT. If the side lane ever has Gangplank with pressure over Camille, then headaches do actually begin for Kingzone. They have very strong late game team fighting, but Kingzone are no slouches either. We'll see how the Kha'Zix does. The Feast or Famine Kha'Zix usually sets the tone for how a team will do.
Yeah. You'd have to imagine that Blank will spend a lot of time up towards the top side of the map. You know, it's going to be hard to be ganking the Ezreal Braum composition down there, and Bang & Effort can kind of hold their own. Whereas, you know, they have to take care of this Gangplank and even stay near the Malzahar, near level 6, so they might have an opportunity near the Ryze. If they can just 100-0 him before he can get his stopwatch combo to escape, definitely another opportunity if they want to be more aggressive with that Sejuani.
Kingzone have great level 1 options as well with the Braum and the Camille. Both of them deadly for long-range engage at level 1, so we might actually see them abuse that. They were very aggressive in the Kesper Cup against SKT T1, never let up, consistently invading in that series, and I expected to see them do that here as well, whereas on the side of SKT, scaling, Kog'Maw and Gangplank don't really need any more explanation there. See how Faker is doing today. He certainly has had those high-profile single moments as a counterpoint to a lot of greatness in his recent performances. 8.1 and 8.2, unsure if things will change. I love the utility of it. Really does feel that the summon spell cooldown reduction is kind of extra power that's not necessary.
This was this level 6 I was talking about. They're going to try to bring both of their ultimates in, but can they do it in time? There's the Zhonya's the stopwatch, but he actually could not Rune Prison in time, so it's first blood going to Blank, putting their 2 ultimates together and getting a kill.
And a mistake from BDD. He uses the stopwatch when his health is too low. He would have died to the Malefic Visions, even if he got the Realm Warp and stopwatch out. So I think, honestly, just a waste of an important rune that he had taken there. He dies as well. After being harassed for so long, Faker finally gets a feel-good moment. Good gank timing from SKT. They still have the scaling draft. Against the run of play, they now have first blood.
Nicely done. Exactly what I was talking about with the Sejuani, wanting to come mid around level 6 or just stay around top and help out Tal. And so far, taking a look at the top lane, it definitely looks like when Khan takes the trades, he's winning them, but Tal is definitely holding his own up there with very similar CS right now.
And now, we don't really need to talk about the mechanics of this all-in. It's very simple. CC overlapping, using the stopwatch there a mistake, but what I want to talk about is the mini-map.
Blank was getting in a little bit, and actually a TP coming in. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Effort this time around on the Alistar TPing in.
No problems having 4 teleports in a game, right, Valdez?
No problems.
It's probably not going to be Kog'Maw, that's all we know, but as casters were like, wait, who had TP in? It could be anyone in this current meta.
Pretty much. Soon junglers will start taking Unsealed Spellbook. Nothing will make sense anymore.
It's a funny old meta, Valdez.
Funny old meta.
We didn't get to talk about
hopefully it will be old in the future.
I'm feeling old right now, trust me. But with all the teleports, something I wanted to talk about was the ult used top lane by Tal. Didn't have a chance at the time. May still not here as we get the zoomed out view. Infernal Drake number 2 has started. Should not be 2 of these given up by Kingzone, but there might be.
He's going to jump in and he gets it a little bit too early on that smite. It got down to 145. I saw it by Blank. It was just too early. But look at this. Gorilla is going to get caught out. So they will trade the Infernal Drake for 1 kill. And honestly, in this meta, I'd have to say I would take the Infernal Drake over the kill.
But Valdez, I'm not willing to reward Kingzone for that because they have to go for a flash 50-50 just to get the Drake that should have been theirs with the draft. They took early momentum with the picks. They're the ones that have the earlier options, but instead they have to 50-50 because they've given up too much on the map earlier. Tal just running over to try and harass Khan further. He's starting to finally fall into...
Yeah, you were talking about the scaling. We got our Gangplank going towards that Infinity Edge. He is going to be quite fed on 3 items. He actually just finished it. So perfect timing there as I'm talking about this. Right for that first Baron fight around this time, around 30 minutes, where we will have it. The next Drake is going to be Cloud Drake, so it's not really going to matter in the entire scale of things. The Baron obviously going to be much more highly contested.
We don't often see Infinity Edge this early. It's usually a luxury 5th or 6th item on Gangplank. Usually something like a Phantom Dancer to help you trade. You get the offensive stats, but also the negative damage on auto attack on your enemy. Just happy to go IE in this case, is that considering just turning on Gorilla, he's all alone.
Yeah, the problem here is that Bang can't get in the fight right now. He was zoned out, but they should be able to get Gorilla here. Bang gonna get that last auto attack. They almost feed it over to him. As we were saying, he used his flash earlier to try to dive that turret on the failed dive up top, and so that will be just an easy kill. The question is, where does SKT go from here?
The Baron setup will begin. They will be able to deny. They will probably not be able to take anything with this particular kill. These are words I've said too often this week, but the reality of the meta right now, the only thing that holds this game a little bit in check, Valdez, is that the wave clear is not Varus, Sivir levels are strong on either side. Kog'Maw with Hurricane can do a decent job. Ezreal, his one weakness is wave clear. The Ryze can help out. There isn't insane wave clears, so perhaps the 3 inhibitors down defenses will be impossible when it comes to the 65-minute mark. But we'll talk about this moment, like you say. Very simple equation. No flash on Gorilla. His team also is not in position to give him a stand beside me W. By the time Peanut gets there, he realizes it's too late in top lane and abusing the R passive when you evolve the R. But again, we haven't seen any of that from Peanut. So to your question, probably dying early, Valdez. Very difficult to get much value out of the Kha'Zix at this point in the game. They turn onto him.
You were talking about no QSS, and
he's dead.
If your your jungler doesn't have a QSS, you're going to die to this team who has unlimited poke. Here we got a 1v1 down here. Tal was secured up in there, but the Baron has started. Ezreal hits everybody in the pit. He's going to begin poking. You can see effort is getting pretty low in the front team, and they're going to turn this one onto the Ryze. BDD flashing away, trying to do his rotation. Prey and BDD still having a lot of room here, but Gorilla's going to go down in the front. Now BDD's all alone, 1v3. He's going to be going down here after that Zhonya's does go down. A double kill going over to Faker. Now Prey trying to go forward, actually. He's going to kill Bang, but is it going to matter in the end? He knew he was going to die. At least he trades 1 for 1, but in the end of this all, SKT wins the fight and they win the Baron.
Yeah, and this part of the game, the fact that they have less of a front line, they don't have a Sejuani, they have a Kha'Zix who was dead at the time, means they can't fight front to back anywhere near as the Kog'Maw draft late game team fight of SKT. They cannot win equal engagements. They need to pick up a pick. They don't. In the end, very nice turn onto Peanut. That was going to be my realistic response before we explained was he's going to die because there's nothing else you can realistically do. Second time that BDD has kind of botched his Realm Walk play with the Zhonya's. First with the stopwatch and the Zhonya's. This is the sort of pick they've wanted. Tal is overextended.
That he is 1v2. There's the barrel crit that you were talking about. He gets both of them quite low, but at the end of the day, it is a 1v2. At least he does get the top turret, but he is going to lose his Baron buff.
Let's see if Khan can pull out some magic. He will need to play against 2 or 3 members and outplay them. We're going to see the replay. Peanut thinks he's safe. He doesn't have any deep vision to be clearing this sort of ward around the Baron. Faker flashes on him. You might say, oh, hard done by it was a flash, but you need advanced vision to clear out vision. He didn't have it. We're going to see the replay. They have to turn on. But remember that when it comes to tanking Baron, Blank and Effort will not die to the Baron anytime soon. When it comes to Kog'Maw, Bang ends up taking a couple of Baron shots to help out. He actually takes the first bit of Baron. Okay, here we go.
We got a fight in here. It looks like Malzahar Faker gets taken out. Not sure what was going down here. Maybe just getting picked off. No doubt we'll get a replay. But a couple of King Zone lineup. But let's see what they can do. You can see they're hanging around. We got a TP coming in right now from Effort, or maybe Faker actually. It's gonna get pretty low, trying to go for the steal, but no, it is gonna go over to Peanut. And that Gangplank ultimate doing a lot of damage. At least they will take out Prey at the end of this fight. Finally getting some action in this game, Papa.
Finally getting a successful Realm Warp also. A big one there. If only Prey was in the AoE, they would have all gotten away for free. The Baron buff is still on Blank. They've only had it for 2 minutes. It's amusing that it still has a minute left given how much has happened. But we said SKT cannot lose a front-to-back 5v5 fight. Effort had to ult. They lose positioning on the Baron. Now it's King Zone. They can keep trying it and look for a mistake from SKT. So it was actually consequential getting the ult out of Effort. It will be up very soon. They can be a bit more offensive. But for now, every little bit of damage you see is because of Effort's small mistake.
Very, very true. This is why we were talking about, right? It's so tense. A tiny little mistake. One person gets caught out, 94 minutes. The game ends. You know, you try to kill the Nexus, and you're already past 55 minutes. The death timers are 70 seconds long. You lose the game. One mistake, one team fight, it's over.
That sort of punishment has led to this extended meta, but SKT, after seeing the recalls, they're going straight for Baron. It's tanky. Instead of around 10,000 health, the teleports are being drawn. Ezreal's not there.
They're going to have to back off. Oh, the TP was canceled. And the Baron is still low. They're going to try to get in here. The GP ultimate is going to land onto this Braum. He's going to try to knock out Bang, but it's not going to work out. Gorilla, though, is going to stand beside Prey and get back to his team. And it turns out that no one is going to go down here. Peanut, though, he's looking for a pick. We were talking about what is the usefulness of the Kha'Zix.
Oh, no. He's not picking. He's trying to delay.
Oh, true.
He just wants to use his W to get vision and delay. They won't be able to stop 2 recalls. They stop 1. Bang cannot recall. Faker does. No, Faker cancels it. We're watching in the minimap here. So much action around the top side. No one's died.
Oh, man.
Gangplank does leave. Teleports are being used everywhere.
Now they're going for the Elder Drake here.
They have complete positioning on it, down to 5,000. They're going to try and rush it. They should get it.
Yep, that they should, unless Blank can get the Miracle Steal. He's too far away. Now they have the Elder. They want to force a fight here with the Elder Drake. Khan, though, is going to miss that hook shot, and SKT wants no part of it, but look at Blank's health. He's getting poked down from the Ezreal. Here comes Peanut trying to pick him off, but it's not going to happen. But they got a lot of health away. Maybe they can go for Baron.
Now, Blank has Warmogs, but because of the burn, it took a little bit longer to arm. He'll be full health in about 12 seconds. They start onto the Baron. They have a quick Baron here. Blank's near enough to full health. SKT's contest might be too late. It's down to 3,000.
Looks like it might be late. The ultimate's going to come in, and it's blocked. The Braum ultimate stops Blank from getting in, and now he's going to go down. That's going to be the Baron and the Elder. Here comes the Realm Warp. They want to get into that back line. Here comes the Kha'Zix onto Bang, and he is going to go down. They finally get that Kog'Maw in the back line. Faker now trying to go 1v2. He's not going to be able to do a double kill, and finally Peanut is getting the kills that he's wanted all game long. A triple kill going to the Kha'Zix, and Baron and Elder Drake on the side of King Zone.
This game explodes into life. The death timers are so long. King Zone will feel like they can win the game here unless Tile can delay them insanely. The minion wave is starting to come up. The second one is not far behind it. Can Tile stall? I think SKT have lost.
It's all about the barrels. He's going to have to get perfect ones, but it's 1 versus 4. They can cancel them. And even if he does kill the minions, is it going to matter? It doesn't look like it. There's only Tal alone here. That's going to be the first Nexus turret. They're going to go for the second one here. In come the Baron buff minions, and they're even going to get Tal out of this fight. They want the extra kill. Camille's going to pick it up. Khan gets another kill, and KZ gets the kill in game 1.
The power of the veterans, the power of the shock cause, turning onto the Elder after the Baron had been just stalled out for 20+ minutes. They take the Elder, they're proactive around the Baron after chunking out Blank. They trusted their smites. King Zone flipped the script. They should have been able to run this from the early game. They didn't, but because of the ability in patch 8.1 to open up, to delay a game. They got to the point where one decisive call was enough. They turned that into 2, into 3, into the game ending. And congratulations, Kingzone. You may not have deserved it for your first 30 minutes, but for your last 10, very well played.
Fantastic late game decision making. The likes that SKT did not show in that game. You can see the frustration, the tension has finally been broken. Faker looks like a statue. He's not even moving. Finally, his eyes moved at the end there. I was getting